Let's see the rest of them, shall we?
Oh, multiple 5s have been handled, at least in regards to the openings.
I was just figuring that was just like one of those funny jokes. It's just a case of that's 1-5 for Leon.
So I think I rolled one more.
You are able to return and ascend, if you so wish, back up to the master room of your base, Hiram Hall. Pretty quiet. Late afternoon, approaching evening by this point.
So, what is the plan of action then?
We should find a disenchanter. Or a goblin selling rust monsters. That's at least what I'm going to be doing.
You're gonna go there alone?
If I'm on a bridge, this thing will try to fling me over. It's not really something that I would enjoy holding on to for too long.
Well, yeah. Do you think the goblin market is the best place to find a rust monster?
So if there is a place in the Empire, I think that's it. Although, of course, we could go to the beast market first.
It's way closer. Now I'm really not. It's about the same distance.
Do the rest of you, we could attempt to gather some information while we're going in.
Yeah, good.
I don't think Sheep's here.
Oh. I'm sure he would agree.
Yes.
We should go to the beast market in search of a wooden cage with rust monsters in it.
So, like, do you mind if I feed your rust monster? What?
Just want to see if you want to eat this stick.
Alright. As you folks leave out, John Aratus, former guardsman, where are you heading off to, young? Rather, how long will you be gone, young? Do you want any orders?
Just keep guarding the place, I imagine. Shouldn't be too much trouble. And I think we'll be back tonight. So a little bit of food ready would be nice.
Tempus will actually wonder if any of them look as if they could at least make a wooden door.
How do you tell that based on looks?
Well,
He has been wearing a leather apron and carpenter's.
I'm
looking for a carpenter.
He has like a belt with tools for carpentry.
I thought I'd check.
Well, Thomas can inform Tempus that as soon as we are back from whatever we're deciding to do, he can whip up a quick door. Sure, he's a decent enough carpenter himself.
No, if we have a broken one, Hiram can repair it. So
Tempus will offer to help out, see if we can get some metal bands, built some locks on it or something.
The Dwohurim thinks about it. He would basically, if he wanted to, like, say, like, there's no, like, door around it that's like, broken enough, like, he'd basically have to recreate the iron door using the scraps that's down there, if say, but he could, if he took some time, create the iron door again and put it back in the door frame.
we'll inform Tempest to please leave the iron parts there. He would like to try to recreate it. There's still something about that message that doesn't seem quite right if the door just led to the sewer.
Tempus hasn't touched any of the metal since he was down there. When they began, he won't touch any.
Alright.
Do you think you might be able to recreate that key?
The key? Probably yes. The door? Probably yes. And then we'll see what happens. It'll take time, however, and concentration. And this thing is constantly laughing in my head, so...
Oh, it is?
Yes. It's very unpleasant.
What's it saying?
I can imagine.
It's just laughing. Taunting me.
I imagine
Constantly taunting me.
you're
It is whispering that I should end the lives of those I hold dear, close. I don't think we should allow me to have this too long. If it does that at night...
It might be quite hard to sleep with that.
As well as I might end up... Well, I of course wouldn't suggest anything, but... Who knows if you hear something for long enough...
Hey!
It begins sounding like truth.
I'm pretty useful, Dwarf. You should appreciate the qualities I bring to you.
since even now it's taunting me to end your lives. I will resist it for as long as I can, but
Uh,
I would suggest that we find a way to end this as quickly as possible. Seems that the items of the Necromancer's lair were indeed more terrible than I imagined.
Well, let's not waste any time then. Let's go.
All right. You step out into the dangers of Dragon Hall once more and attempt to navigate yourselves through Blue City, heading for the Beast Market.
Yes.
Yep.
None of you have really been there, so I want to know what you all are going to try to do in order to locate and actually visit this locale.
I'm gonna follow the others without trying anything specific to think about how to get there.
Well, we know what direction it's in.
Tempus, I guess we'll spend the time talking to Fargus, have the idea, okay, I guess we're looking for mainly travelled roads, Beast Market, looking for bigger roads, main roads, maybe a good idea to travel along them to find them, what do you think?
Also,
smell.
a
Yeah, I do. think
beast
so.
market would probably have a very distinctive smell to it, even in a city like this.
Tempus will scratch his neck. You think there's any cheap things over there?
Cheap things?
Yeah. I've just got an urge to buy something.
Okay. Might be some dogs, maybe.
Possible. Yeah, possible.
Not too expensive.
Rats.
Probably.
Better idea. That's a much better idea. I like that.
Snakes.
Fish.
The beast market. Beast fish.
Okay. Why doesn't someone, perhaps your lead navigator with the idea of following based on scent, attempt to track down the location of this beast market and, maybe avoid dangers and troubles on the way. Give me all of that in a single skill check. I'm sure you can do it using your wisdom modifier and level in the background.
Tempus will be encouraging quite intensely that this is a good idea and we need to do it now.
I mean, Thomas has no background that would in any way relate to smell.
Well, as a protector of the forest, Fargus will have to recognize certain smells of different beasts when hunting through the forest.
Sure! Go ahead and give me that.
Yes!
We shall forever navigate by scent.
So it was...
Wisdom modifier,
Wisdom.
level, your background, and a d20.
Alright, that's pretty good then.
That's pretty good. Evening now. Sun is beginning to set in the sky, but you do manage to navigate yourselves through the ruined areas, slowly traversing eastward, until you get to the main road. And this is a road emblazoned into the landscape, perhaps by the red, which leads to the Grand Beast Market. A huge expanse of terrain full of monstrous races. There's a Lamia, there's bugbear guards, there's creatures you might think are intelligent undead because you have some practice and training and familiarity with undead, goblins, hobgoblins, ogres, ogre magi, all bartering and discussing and looking at the array of terrifying creatures. There's one that's a basilisk with a bit of cloth, a cloth bag over its head so that it can't turn anyone into stone with its gaze. And it's placed in a specially enchanted cage so that it can't poison the environment around it. All manners of horrid monstrosities and creatures. Gryph, my question to you would be, how many gold pieces do you want to spend on random animals?
8 silver pieces and 9 copper.
You spend 8 silver pieces and 9 copper pieces on random rats and kittens and puppies.
Puppies! Kittens!
Yes. You can
Don't
do
do
that.
it. Don't.
How many puppies does 200 gold pieces get me?
Please don't.
No, there's not
Do you
enough.
have 200 gold pieces all of a sudden?
There's not enough puppies here for that.
Oh,
Sheep.
Leon,
Sheep.
I need
if
a
I
rust
can't have
monster, okay?
if I can't have 200 gold worth of puppies,
I love
then
how
I
Sheep's
don't
all
want any
like,
puppies.
we need money to like bribe people and everything, when he only had 2 gold pieces coming into Dragon Hall, and he now even jokingly suggests that he wants
Dude.
to buy puppies.
I think puppies would be a far better currency to bribe people with.
In a
No,
city of
Leon,
monsters, they'll see them as a
Thomas,
snack.
if you were to spend all our money buying puppies, I would fling you off
All right.
the bridge.
Now,
And I would jump after you.
now the skill check that I'll have you make is attempting to scour the very vast and unfriendly environment of the beast market in search of a rust monster. So, do we have a... Well, you're gonna have to make a skill check. We'll leave the modifier as well as the background up in the air, depending on arguments that could be made for attempting to find and locate a rust monster, as well as haggling out any pertinent details if you actually do manage to find a rust monster, which may not even be here.
So anyone have a find rust monster skill?
I'll try, but I might throw myself into a tiger cage. So, I'd rather not.
Tempus will have, I guess, you'll have a sort of a crate with things in it, or several, I guess. And you'll sort of walk up to people just going, Sorry, what were we here for?
Find a rust monster. What about that for?
Oh, yes. Needs.
I see. Well, find me a rust monster. I won't ask any questions.
Tempest will wonder if he saw any rust monsters in the shops that he went to trawl for these small creatures, I guess.
Not without attempting a skill check, though I will say the puppies and kittens probably weren't kept in the same place as the rust monsters.
Probably not.
Little kittens.
Is there,
Actually-
is there like a vantage point anywhere in the area?
So clouded and choked that no, there's no real hills or locations where you could get a vantage point. It's too crowded with all the cages, the tents, the pavilions, and the crazy architecture. Unless you want to head to the Tower of the Blue, you
You're
can't
about to
really
say,
see.
here's a good vantage point.
Tempest, I guess,
Maybe.
something he'll try and do is talk to the people that he bought some of the animals off of, see if
All
they
right.
can direct
Make
them.
a charisma-based skill check.
Yay! +4, +4. Nope.
Take 2.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Here, what do you think, Air Conditioner? Let me think about this one.
And just like Sheep, you don't want to spend all your money on puppies and kittens because you need to buy armor.
He's
Also,
got my
how
arm.
much money did we each get?
You had light armor. We haven't split it yet, so
Yeah.
We should get a rust monster first.
I'm thinking rust monster and equipment back, and then we'll focus on it.
Are we gonna buy a rust monster? Just
If we need it, I mean, then we'll have one.
What? Are you going?
do we
Where are you
want
going to keep
one?
the rust monster?
We'll chain it outside our compound.
There, there is one entity in the entirety of, well, not really the beast market, as these things are pretty dangerous, and they are a little intelligent, but the individuals that Gryph, or rather Tempus, speaks with, a group of hobgoblins, would inform Tempus through lots of, like, you know, speaking and discussing and really harping about it, that the beast market, really any place they can think of in Dragon Hall, wouldn't necessarily have them because of how dangerous rust monsters are and how difficult it is to really keep them imprisoned up. Like, you can't use any metals to do that, and if they get pissed off enough, they'll even eat wood too. Basically, you need to have like an acid immune barrier. That being said, there is one individual in the goblin market He's a hobgoblin. He goes by the name of... Oh, what is it? They speak with each other. What is it? Well, if you just go looking for a bugbear, like, he'll have... Or hobgoblin. Totally a hobgoblin. You go looking for a hobgoblin. Or maybe it's a bugbear. No, it's one of those goblinoids, but it's probably a hobgoblin. Maybe it's a bugbear. Anyway, you go looking for one of them. And if you go looking for one of them, and the bugbear is probably named Yazuk Bloodtongue, if you go looking for him, he's got like a red tongue. He's really tall and hairy, unless it's a hobgoblin, in which case he's not really that tall and hairy, but the name is totally Yazuk Bloodtongue. Probably, maybe. And then you'll go there. He's the only individual powerful and crazy enough to keep rust monsters. And that guy in the Goblin Market, when it opens up at night, when it's evening now, and it'll totally be night by the time you get there, he'll totally have a deal for you. Assuming he doesn't want to eat you, but you're probably good.
Thank you.
Okay, Tempus will take that and sort of pass that along when he's got the animals going, yeah, found a hobgoblin, goblin, hobgoblin, bear bug. It's hard to tell, they didn't really give me specifics. Yazuk Bloodtongue, though, has a red tongue.
You got him housewarming gifts.
No, these are mine.
Should we also like get some sort of guard dog while we're here?
Guard?
Guard dog?
Oh, I just really want a Rustbuster.
It can
Not
be our
spend any money right now. We should go and buy a Rustbuster, I think. Or at least rent one for like an hour.
Tempus, about those puppies.
Puppies won't help with.
I mean, give me 5 minutes with it. I can probably find a good way to jam this thing down its throat.
Just rub the stick all over it.
Sure, we'll certainly ask people to lead him to the Goblin Market. Maybe you can smell that too.
So sense of smell Goblin Market.
You know, with that 20, that won't even be necessary to make a skill check. You get pretty good directions, all things considered. You were told about the special alleyways. And you make it there just as the beautiful Goblin Market is opening. During the middle of the day, the Goblin Market is a quiet yet dizzying labyrinth of closed booths and tents built up over broken ruins. Worked into the walls of these structures are intricate and obscure patterns and symbols, some of which are insanely detailed. Goblins can tell you what the writings mean, but usually won't. In the darkness inside the booths and in passages excavated below, goblins spend the daylight hours sleeping, resting, and nodding out on one monstrous intoxicant or another. Mostly it's goblins, but there are plenty of hobgoblins running the show, and bugbears murdering people that need murdering. All styles of goblins are packed in with their inventory, giving them an intimate familiarity with their wares. It's legal to cut through the Goblin Market when it's closed, but it's not advisable. Late in the afternoon, as the sun dips, and it most certainly has, the tent flaps start opening, as if in response to a silent signal. Soon enough, the market is running at full tilt, humming and buzzing with energy and vendor calls. Patrons wind through the walkways, seeking the sorts of deals that can only be found in this place. From across the Empire, people come to Dragonhall in hopes of scoring a once-in-a-lifetime find in the market. Like a rust monster.
Well, I guess we ask for Bloodtongue.
Gryph, why don't you go ahead and make another skill check? Same roll for me.
Okay, same row, coming up.
Okay. Spend maybe a half hour speaking with people, attempting to locate a blood tongue. There's so many goblinoids here, and oh my god, this location reeks with all manners of smells. Like the beast market smells like animals, and that's pretty bad, but this goblin market here is this bizarre concoction of intoxicants and drugs, perfumes, not to mention all the dizzying arrays of other implements and instruments you're not entirely sure what the fuck they are. Collection. Food of all kinds. Some smell really good, and you're not really sure what it's all made out of. That being said, eventually Tempus is able to get enough word in that you're shown to one particular tent that's near the outer edges of the Goblin Market, heading towards Saltside, perhaps because of how dangerous the location is. And sure enough, in a cage which is made of a clear, translucent material, of which is a substance none of you are familiar with, is one of those horrifying monstrosities, the aberration with its quivering antennae, a rust monster, which is consuming bits of metal flakes in like some sort of like trowel, like a wooden trowel. But at your approach, it begins skittering and emitting an alien scree as it attempts to break out of the cage, which attracts the attention of, well, it's a bugbear. And this has got to be the biggest bugbear any of you have ever seen. About the size of an ogre, if not bigger than, hulking, 9 feet tall, with a massive, a cudgel, a maul, you could call it? This behemoth of a weapon, a toothy smile, platinum embedded into the very gums of the creature, shaggy all over, eyebrows, earrings, nose, and lips studded with metal, as if the creature loves showing off its wealth, and numerous trophies, dozens of small heads, fragments of hand, bits of bone, which you imagined would be trophies for this creature. Why have you riled up my beast?
Just, well, he looks at Tempus, really. Tempus is kind of the talking guy.
Tempus will find some of the rest of the boxes of mewling animals and squeaking things down. We're actually looking to, looking at your rust monster. Quite nice to see it. It's quite rare to see it, and we're just purposely wondering if we can use it.
The behemoth bugbear slants a brow. Use it? For what purpose, sweet meat?
Looking to feed it, actually.
What?
Yeah, we just want to feed it. We get a kind of a kick out of that kind of stuff. We like
No
to give,
tampering with the merchandise. I'm running a charity show here. They think this is.
Well, we'd hire it out for an hour.
What?
Just an hour.
What?
We're just looking to use it. We'll be willing to pay you.
You stumped the monster's bugbear, and it lifts a meaty hand to scratch Shen.
Tempus purposely keeps his hands visible. He knows merchant etiquette, make sure the hands are visible as if you're not playing any games. Palms visible as well. Sleeves up.
Well, wait, you want to rent it out for an hour? You want to feed it? What do you want to feed it?
Tempus sort of looks over at Dwohurim. That thing, and he points over at the wooden stick.
Sure looks at the thing and nods.
Bugbear frowns and squints his eyes. Leans down a bit to stare at the staff. That thing looks like it's made out of wood.
And that's one of the reasons why we're willing to pay you. We know rust monsters prefer metal, and this is quite a specialist circumstance. I mean, you're a smart guy, you can tell. It's just weird. I know. Believe me.
The eyebrows furrow deeper. Magic it is.
You know, I've been getting tired of the creature scaring off prospective customers. Thought it was a great idea. Feel like I consigned out here in the corner of the Tsar, when few people travel. I'd actually like to get rid of it. If looking to buy that, I'd let you take the entire cage right now. You could even have that for 500 gold pieces. And you could have it eat all of the crazy magic you want.
Tempus scratches his chin. See, you've jumped up. I know this is kind of the good thing. 500 gold pieces. We were looking to rent it out for an hour, and you're giving us a lot of commitment here. 500 gold pieces. Oh, that's a bit of a steep elevation there. And you said you're looking to try and get a good sell on it. You're trying to get yourself up. You're a market man. You're a salesman. You're one hell of a bloody big guy, and I'm sure you could force your way into a really good spot by looking at you, mate. He is saying this all honesty. The guy's huge. I'm sure we could come to something a bit better than 500 gold pieces for helping take something off your hands, but also to cover your expenses of having to maintain the creature, of course.
Yes. It just sits there and eats metal and eats metal. It's not as well trained as Rust Monster could be. I captured it myself.
Oh, well, I mean, it has to be a good creature when you catch it. But then it's got quite a lot of maintenance costs on you. Then surely this thing is actually running you into the red. It's running you into the negatives.
No, that's not true. I do get a profit out of it. There's all manners of people who need items disposed, and I am quite a disposer. It's just I had to clean its cage. I had to hire goblins to do that. I mean, I don't have to hire them, but it's about business.
Yeah, of course. But so, You stumped me with that one, Grimith. I've just got my head.
The bugbear looks supremely confident. Not that it shouldn't.
I've just got this mental image of goblins scurrying around this thing with trying to wipe it down with claws.
Alright, you said that I had to make it good, and you had to make a deal about things, and obviously you're going to take it off my hands, and I agree, so 505 gold pieces.
I made a horrible mistake. I made the price go up.
So how much for just watching it eat this thing?
Not really interested in watching the Rust Monster eat things, and I mean, by you trying to feed it any sort of magic, it could very well destroy the creature, and I'm not in the business of trying to sell a killed Rust Monster, and I would be very upset about that whole process if you were to feed it something and then kill it, which is why I won't have you just feed it or rent it for an hour. You're gonna buy it from me.
Okay. Let's say perhaps there's something else that would be beneficial than 500 gold. Is there anything that you're specifically wanting? A service you're needing? You did say you're wanting a nicer stall. Is there any people that are stopping you from achieving that? I know you're saying this Rust Monster, but perhaps, we can do you a bigger favor.
Well, I like you. So I tell you what. You go kill those scummy Hollow Talons for me. Just wipe them all clean. Bring me that Gelx's head, that little runt. And I'll sell you the entire thing for 110 gold pieces.
Tempus sort of look over. First you look over again at his colleagues and look back and goes, so tell me more about this group of people.
Hollow Talons, rambunctious gang of runts, think they own the place. Snobbish group of trash. Have their own little stretch of rubbish land in the ruins off to it gestures his hand vaguely in the northwesterly direction. Although more towards north than northwest. there. That Gelk snob, he actually stole from me without even bothering to pay, the little runt. How dare he? If I didn't have a business to run murdering people left and right, I'd murder him too.
Well, what did he steal from you? I mean, perhaps we can also bring that back to you as well as his head.
It's gone already. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just kill him, bring his head. I'd kill him myself, but I'm not getting paid to kill him, so I don't want to kill him. If you kill him for me, I'll be like you getting paid to kill him for me, and do that, and the rust monster is yours for 115 gold pieces.
Aye. I just asked for the location. You put the price up. Come on. I know you're a good guy. 110, eh?
All right, sweetmeat. 110 gold pieces, and I get you here. I was just kidding.
I like you. You're good. Okay, we'll see you back in a bit, eh?
All right, I'll be here open all night, so go out there then, sweetmeat.
So we're gonna take care of his dirty work and pay him.
Hey, I saved us 400 gold pieces. I don't know what you're talking about.